Dear students, today I will start Unit 1 of Information Technology of second year plus 2 science from CHSE board. Okay, so we shall proceed with our Unit 1, which is about computer networking. So we will have an overview of the same. So point number 1, computer networking is the most important part of information technology. Point number 2, a computer network is a group of computers that use a set of common communication protocols or rules over digital interconnections. Point number 3, the nodes of a computer network are classified into personal computers, servers, networking hardware or general purpose host. Point number 4. The interconnections between nodes are formed from a broad spectrum of telecommunication network technologies. Point number 5 is the key devices are hub, switch, router, repeater, bridge, modem, access point, LAN card, network cables, etc. etc. Okay, so I would just like to tell you students that you all must have seen the web of a spider. The way the spider it constructs its web, we can just compare a spider web with our computer networking system. So how exactly it can be compared, that I will discuss in my further session. So let us proceed. Now, in a basic level, we will discuss what is an OSI model. What is its definition? What are the details? Fine. So, point number 1 says the OSI or Open Systems Interconnections model, OSI model, is a conceptual framework used to describe the functions of a networking system. Point number 2, it characterizes computing functions into a universal set of rules in order to support interoperability between different products and software. Point number 3, the original objective of the OSI model was to provide a set of design standards for equipment manufacturers to communicate with each other. Fine. So it was the prime objective of OSI model was to communicate with each other, and that was from the equipment manufacturers. They provided a set of design standards to communicate with each other. Fine. And fourth point is the model defines a hierarchical architecture that logically divides the functions required to support system to system communication. Fine. Okay. So in detail we will study. So what is an OSI model? Okay, so here you see the layers of OSI model. In the top, or in number 1, I have written here application or end user layer. That means the customer uses here. So we can say this is an bottom to top approach. Fine, because this is the innermost layer, physical layer, and this is the outermost layer, that is the application layer. Okay, so in a pictorial view I have mentioned here that we will study from below, from the bottom. First one is physical layer, second one is data link layer, then network layer, then transport layer, then session layer, then presentation layer, and application, then at last application layer. So in the presentation layer I have just made a smiley so that it can be more distinctive. Okay, so what are the layers of OSI model? First one is here, it is the outermost layer. This is known as application layer or end user layer. The second one is presentation or syntax layer. Third one is session or sync and send to port layer. Fourth one is transport or end-to-end connections layer. Fifth one is network or packets layer. Sixth one is data link or frames layer. And seventh one is physical layer or physical structure. Okay, so this I have read from what? Outermost to innermost structure. Fine. So let us proceed. So the key devices we described in first slide. We can just read in a detail here. So key device 1 is hub. So here you can see hub is the center part of the system, and this systems 1 to 8. This can be many, more than 8 as well. Okay, so and these are the systems. This can be desktops, this can be laptops, etc. etc. So more probably we can say the center part is the hub and the these systems are desktops. Okay. uh, Next one is key device 2, that is switch, and this switch is also the center part, and here the four different kinds of systems, these are known as one is laptop, one is database, one is desktop, one is printer, etc, etc. So we can have a comparison between the hub and the switch. So we will read one by one. Hub is operated on physical layer, whereas switch is operated on data link layer. Hub is a broadcast type transmission, whereas switch is a unicast, multicast and broadcast type transmission. Hub have maximum 4 ports, whereas switch can have 24 to 28 ports. In hub, there is only one collision domain. In switch, different ports have own collision domain. Next is, hub is a half duplex transmission mode, whereas switch is a full duplex transmission mode. The next differences are, in hub, packet filtering is not provided, whereas in switch, packet filtering is provided. Hub cannot be used as a repeater, whereas switch can be used as a repeater. Hub is not an intelligent device, hence it is comparatively inexpensive, okay, or cost is less, whereas switch is an intelligent device and so it is expensive. Next point is, hub is simply old type of device and is not generally used, whereas switch is very sophisticated device and widely used. And the last point is, hacking of systems attached to hub is complex, whereas hacking of systems attached to switch is little easier. Fine. Next, we will go to key device number 3, that is a bridge. So what is a bridge? What is a bridge? A network bridge is a computer networking device that creates a single aggregate network from multiple communication networks. So you can see here 2 types of networks are present. Here we have provided the first key device, that is hub 1, and the first key device, here it is named as hub 1 and here it is named as hub 2. These are 2 different networks and these are just connected by a bridge. Fine. These are the host 1, host A, host B, and here host C and host D, just to differentiate. Key device 4 is a router. A router is a networking device that forwards data packets between computer networks. Routers perform the traffic directing functions on the internet. Then using information in its routing table, it directs the packet to the next network on its journey. So in the figure below you can see there is internet, and here a modem is attached. To modem a router is attached, and the router is attached to 2 computers. Okay. Next one is the key device 5, number 5, that is repeater. Repeaters are network devices operating at physical layer of the OSI model that amplify or regenerate an incoming signal before transmitting it. Okay. They are incorporated in networks to expand its coverage area. They are also known as signal boosters. Okay, they boost the signal or amplify the signal. So here in the figure below we have just mentioned here, this is the weakened signal. When a repeater is used, it just regenerates the signal in a amplified manner. Fine. Okay students, so this way we can say a superficial idea of computer networking, which is the base of unit 1 plus 2 science second year, I have presented. And so please go through my video, please go through your respected books as well, and in the respective books you can study well, and you can also share my video with your friends, and please subscribe my channel. And okay, thank you so much. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, any queries, any suggestions, please write down in the comment box. I would be happy to answer you. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay blessed.